This conversation is all about how innovation is protecting the most vulnerable patients. And I'm here with Michael Graf from Kohlbrat and Bunz. Hello. So can we talk first of all about how Kohlbrat and Bunz and your role in bringing RedVac products to life?
Thank you, first of all, that you invited me to have this possibility to talk about our new invention. So Kohlbrat and Bunz, short Kobus, we are based in an Austrian company, and we are working since more than 30 years in this emergency section and development and products. So we produce vacuum products and also some kind of different stretchers. And yes, we got some requirements or the need from the ambulance service from Europe or also specific from UK to find a new solution or to fill the gap to transport a newborn baby or an infant up to an age of 6 or 8 months. So this is what we did.
And why was the RedVac newborn travel system developed, and what gap in newborn transport does it address?
So ambulance service, they have, of course, also to transport newborn babies in the case that something happened and they have to bring them into the hospital. And usually, or at the moment, it is like that they have to use what they have in their ambulance car. So they have to use some pillows, they have to use some, maybe some harnesses, or they have, if they're lucky, they have a harness or transport system for older children. But most or all of these systems, they are certificated for an age at the beginning of 6 months. So you have to use a harness, you have to use a strap, and especially a newborn baby or preterm baby has specific requirements how to transport them into a hospital or anyway how to transport them. So this is what we got asked to find a solution or to make a product which fits to the requirements and also which makes the life easier for the rescue people to handle newborn babies in the ambulance car and to have a safe transport to the hospital.
And what makes this system different to how newborns are traditionally transported?
Now, as I told you, usually they use some straps and pillow. And what we did, we had been also working since a long time on the market with some different systems for transport or how to fix a baby in a hospital or in the incubator. And we took all of this experience and feedback we got in the last years, and we made a completely new product. We start from the beginning, but we took our experience to get a product which is very easy for handling and also very good comfort for the baby at all. And what we did, you can see it also here. So we have 2 different layers of vacuum chamber. So one is on the bottom. This gives you a kind of, it's almost a spine pod. So you put the baby in the system, you have this kind of spine board, so it's very rugged, so you can carry it around. And the other thing is the second chamber where you can see the baby. It's like a cocoon, so it's all around completely covered and gives you a completely stability for the baby. And the best feature at the end, so there's also heating integrated. So inside the system there is already one heating element, one electric heating element, which gives also the temperature up to 41 degrees. And everything is automatic controlled, so there's no possibility that the baby gets overheated. But you can feel it if you touch with your hand below the baby. It's warm and cozy.
Yes, amazing, that's gorgeous.
And also in the past, some of the ambulance services, they had to use some chemical heating elements, or they had to use some water bottles, whatever they used in the past. So this is a full working system with electric heating. It works with an integrated battery pack for more than 2 hours, and otherwise you can use any power bank, USB-C powered charging device to expand the working time of this system. And yes, and also what I have to show is this kind of straps. So this is how to get it fixed on the stretcher.
Because there's lots of features here that support the baby. And what are some of the features here that are really helpful for the crew?
For the crew, very helpful is because in the case that there's an emergency, they always want to have a touch on a baby. So sometimes they have to grease the baby, they have to check, they have to put some whatever. So I'm not a professional in this kind of transportation, but we did a lot of development together with the midwife. So that's also good to know. So there had been this kind of project. Midwives gave us the feedback. They got some samples for testing. They made the validation, and in all this process, we had to make some new steps to do some changes. And yes, the unique thing is what I told you. They have the possibility to get a touch on the baby. They can also check the baby all the time during transportation, and it's fixed on the stretcher in the ambulance car. So it's just an additional and accessory for the ambulance car, how to fix a newborn or a baby on the stretcher.
And how useful was it getting that feedback from the English midwives? Did that really help shape the design?
Of course, so every ambulance service, or let's say every country, has got their own rules and procedure how to make a transportation. So European-wide, every country has got their own rules and procedure. So it was good to get the feedback, also to get this experience from them. So especially midwife, they know how to handle a baby, and in the ambulance car or all the trust, they have to do the transport to the hospital. So there are different requirements which come together, and then of course you have to check, okay, what is important, what is maybe not so important but nice to have, and then you have to find a solution which works for all of them together to have a safe transport of the baby.
Okay, and the system's already used in Europe. Like, what sort of adaptations did you have to make it compatible here in the UK?
We had some similar solution in Europe in use, but this is a very completely new development from the beginning. So it's at the moment not in use in Europe, but I'm sure that this will get also in use in Europe soon. So now for us was the focus to get this project together, finished with the midwives and all the ambulance service, that this project or this newborn transport system works for the UK market. So it's now specific just for this market and the requirements.
And how easy is the system to use when it comes to the crew, like from ambulance to hospital handover? Is it straightforward?
And the main thing is a product like this should be very easy to use. So it makes no sense if you have to read all the instruction and manual. Of course, it's a medical device, so you have to take care what is specific needed to use this device. But in a real life, this is also how we make a product. It should be as easy as possible for the handling. So what we did, as I told you, we have two different chambers. So this is very easy. You have just one of this electrical pump, or you use the pump which is already inside the ambulance car. So you just connect it here, you suck out the air, the same is like here. So this is very easy to get the vacuum and to fix the baby. The other thing is also we have these straps. So these straps can stay all the time on the stretcher. So you can put this straps on the stretcher. You can hide them below the foam headrest, and that means there's no need for making a setup when you have to transport the baby. You just have to click this. They're very easy. They're click buckles. You just click it and connect it together with the straps on the stretcher, and then you're ready to go. And also all the straps, this is also a very important requirement or feature. So they are hygienic straps. So you can wipe them, you can clean them. So they are very easy for cleaning. And all the material, it's TPU, so it's a medical material which specific is made for this kind of medical use, and it's very easy and very good for cleaning. It's also very important because if you have to change the system or you have a new accident, it's also a need that it not takes a long time to clean and to prepare the system for the next situation.
Absolutely. And what sort of feedback have you had from UK crews who've trialled this?
The feedback was incredible because we exactly did what they had been asking for. So all the features, all the important features, all the medical aspects, all these guidelines, what they have to take care for transport of a baby, especially of a newborn or preterm baby, we fit all the specification, so they are quite happy. And now we are looking forward to get more systems out in the market, to maybe also get more feedback, and that we can say, okay, this is the best working solution to transport a newborn or a preterm, what is existing on the market.
And Michael, finally, so what's the one message you'd like ambulance services and frontline workers to take away from today's session?
From today's session, so for us it was a pleasure to work together with all the ambulance service and also the midwives, all the feedback, because this is what we need. So as a company, if you want to make new products, new invention, you need ideas. And it's very important to get this idea out from the people. They're working all the day, all the time with this kind of products, or they have some ideas and improvements. So we have to listen to them. And I'm happy that we could also finish this project together with them and to give them a good solution or the best solution to transport a newborn or a preterm baby in an ambulance car.
Michael, thank you very
much.